clean a flow meter on the RO system. First thing we want to do is make sure that the RO that you're working on is off. Today we're working on ROC, and right now it is in auto, and we're going to put this into off, and that is going to stop ROC. Now we're going to go. Okay, so we're going to clean a flow meter. So what happens on these ROs is sometimes these flow meters, they get dirtied up and you can't see the flow very well. So you got to take them off and clean it. So basically, we turn the RO off. I know the RO is off. We're just going to get a channel lock on these unions and take it out. Alright, so we'll take this to the lab where we have a controlled area and we'll give it a clean.
Go.
Okay, so here we are in the lab. We have our dirty flow meter. Basically, we're just gonna, take note of, we have the male union here, the female union on the bottom, right? So, a lot of times if you just get a channel lock on this top part here, just give it a little turn, get it loose. You take this off. Take everything apart slowly so you don't lose anything. And we take the bottom off. Okay, we got nice and dirty there. And then here's the insides. Okay? We pull this out of the bottom. I would just start with the main rotometer itself. We get ourselves some DI water going here. You grab a tube cleaner. You just start cleaning it out. And you give it a rinse, see where you're at. You want to make sure you get the threads clean as well. Because anything left in there will just get it dirty quicker. And sometimes what you have in these rotometers is green, sometimes it's algae, sometimes it's biogrowth. Here we have a little bit of, we got some iron. So we got that to clean there. Let me do this. Sometimes when you have iron, it takes a little bit extra to clean it off. And there's different chemicals you can use to clean the iron when it's very heavy. But as long as you stay on top of it, it comes off pretty easily. For this one here, you might need a smaller tube cleaner. So in your wherever you do your cleaning, make sure you have a couple different options, right? And that way you can get in to the smaller areas. You clean your rotometers out. Okay, and that's really it. You just got to clean it and then put it back together.
Go.
Okay, so now we got everything clean. We're going to put everything back together, okay? So usually what I like to do is start off by putting the bottom back together first, and then I'll explain why in a second, right? So we had the male on top, we had the female on bottom. This is the bottom guide, which we're going to drop right into there, like so.
Hold on.
Okay? And then we just screw this in right into the bottom. You want to make sure that that O-ring is on all the way around, and now you can see that's nice and clean in there. And then make sure, especially when you have stainless steel in the glass, you don't want to cross thread it, right? So make sure you got a good start, and you just thread that back on. Okay? Now, we took this off to clean it, make sure it was all good and clean. And you want to make sure when you put this back on, the top, you want the rounded edge of your float on bottom. Okay? So the water is going up this way, the rounded edge goes on bottom, right? And then when you clean it, you want to make sure you take off this little bottom spacer and this little O-ring. And get clean down there. And that's what keeps that from dropping and hitting the bottom, okay? That stops that right there, right? So then really all you do is you hold the top here, like so, and you just drop it right down in, and that slides right into the bottom hole. And that's in there like so. And then you just screw this right on top. Okay, so here we are. We're going to reinstall the flow meter. And we just set it back in line here, like so. Make sure that your O-ring is in your union. That's a big problem when you're working with unions. The O-ring will fall out of there. And you want to make sure that you got your O-ring on both your unions so you don't have any leaks. So basically, get this one started. We get this one started down here. Tighten everything up. Good to go.